Hi, welcome to Driving TV, and I hope you are well. In this video, I'd like to talk to you about your driving test questions and answers, especially for those who's never been to the test before. If you are the person who's never been to the test before, then maybe you want to watch this video so that you know what you need with you and also get an idea and maybe get a picture in your mind what it is and how the day is going to be your test day. Maybe you want to watch this video. Let's start the lesson. Okay, so if you've never been to the test before, you probably have many questions in your mind. What you need, how the test is going to be, can I talk on the day, the examiner, can I talk to them, do they talk to you? When I'm doing the parking, can I adjust the mirror? If the examiner gives me a direction and if I don't remember, can I ask them? So these are the questions maybe in your mind bugging you. So in this video, I'm just going to go over giving you some of the answers of the questions that you have in your mind. Hopefully, it's going to help you to get a picture in your mind how the test is going to be. So firstly, going to the test, make sure you are relaxed, okay? Before we do anything, before we go into what you need and how the test is going to be like, we want to make sure our mindset is relaxed. We want to make sure we are ready in the mind. You are going to the test because you know you are ready. Your driving instructor said you're ready. You know you're ready. You've done all the trainings, you've done all the parkings. So now you are ready. And this is the reason why you're going to the test. You want to believe that, you want to have that mindset before you go, because otherwise you're just going to be nervous. It doesn't matter how much you know about the test, unless you are ready in the mind, you're not going to pass your test. So I want to start with a mindset, reminding you that before you go to the test or when you are going to the test on the day, make sure you prepare your mind. So as you are leading and your test is coming up, maybe in about a week or 10 days or in a month or 2 months, you are preparing your mind. The mindset is important. You need to be ready in the mind that my test is coming up. I'm preparing. Now I am ready. I'm just going to go and give 100%. You need to be ready in the mind. Okay, remember, no one's going to give you that. So before I give you everything you need, I just want to make sure you're ready in the mind, because no one's going to give you that. Your driving instructor, your parents, your family, they all could help you, teach you, learn to drive, to help you to learn to drive. But they can't give you what's in the mind. They can't prepare you in the mind. That will come from you. You need to make sure that you prepare your mind, your mindset is ready for the test. Okay? So, number one, before you do anything, prepare yourself, prepare your mind for the test. No one's going to give you that. You are the only one who's in control for that. So, number one, make sure you are fresh in your mind. Make sure your mindset is set for the test. You believe that you can do the test. This is the reason why you are going. Okay. So, number one, we know that to have a mindset for the test. So, we know that we got that. Firstly, what do we need on the day? So on the day, if you are going to the test with your driving instructor, then your driving instructor will come to your door around an hour before your test, if that's what you agreed, or maybe hour and a half, or maybe two. I have given 1 hour before the test, hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on you. I say hour and a half because that gives you enough time to do everything. You want to make sure you want to do some driving, go over the parkings, the maneuvers, go over the questions and answers. So hour and a half. 1 hour is okay. You don't want to rush, because I don't want you to just rush and then go to the test, because that way you might feel stress. Same time, you don't want to have too long before the test. So maybe 2 hours, but too long for some. I've given 2 hours to many. Many, they like 2 hours before the test. They want to go over everything. But sometimes it can be 2 hours too long. So maybe you want to go in the middle, which is hour and a half. But it depends on you. So your instructor will come. Hopefully you are ready. Don't just wake up 2 minutes before. Make sure you woke up early, went for a walk, had a shower, had breakfast, feel relaxed, wait for the instructor to come. Don't just wake up and just go to your lesson before the test and rush and go to the. Remember, you want to plan. This is the test. You want to plan your test. You want to plan the day so that mentally you are prepared. like I said in the beginning, the mindset. So make sure you woke up early. If your test is at 10 o'clock, you woke up 9 o'clock, go for a walk, have a shower, have breakfast. So you are ready, put the dress on. When I say dress, remember every occasion has a dress. So you want to wear something that is flexible, that is not too tight. You feel flexible, you feel comfortable driving in the clothes that you wear. Okay? So wear the clothes that you feel comfortable in so that when you drive, you don't feel uncomfortable. Okay? So now you are ready, you've got the clothes on, you are comfortable. You wait for the instructor. So the instructor comes. And remember, you don't have to go to the test with a driving instructor. You could just go by yourself. You could go with a friend, with your parents. You don't have to go with a driving instructor. So I just want to put that in. If you go to the test with your parents or with your friends, all you need is 12 plates and make sure the car is insured for you to take the test. And that's all. You don't need a car which has dual control, and you don't need to go to the test with a driving instructor. So I just want to put that in so you know. Okay, so just say you are going with a driving instructor. So your instructor comes, you take with you your driving license, the photo ID. That's all you need. But take your theory pass certificate with you as well. But you don't need it. But you don't need that. You only need your license, the photo card driving license. And then you're going to drive for an hour or hour and a half. Go over all the driving, go over the questions and answers, go over the parkings. Just relax. If there's something bothering you, maybe a parking or something, make sure you let the instructor know so that they could help you with that. So if there's something bothering you, maybe parallel parking, bay parking, emergency stop, crossroad, something roundabouts, something that is bugging you, something that is bothering you, you think you just want to go over, that's fine. Let your instructor know and just go over that so that you feel comfortable. Okay. Otherwise, when you go to the test, that's going to bother you, that's going to bug you. Just is if that, what if I get that? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And that's going to twist your mind. So if there's something bugging you before the test, let your instructor know and just go over that. That way you know you've done it. Even if you don't get it, doesn't matter. You are prepared. If you do get it, it's fine because you've just went over it. If you don't, even if you don't get it, the whole test, you're just going to wonder, what if the parallel parking, I'm not happy with that. What if I get that? What if I get that? And it's going to bug you. It's going to bother you. So if there's something bugging you, bothering you, something to go over, let your instructor know. Done. And then, like I said, go over everything, go over the questions and answers. 10 minutes before your test, you're going to go into the test center. You're not allowed to go too early because other people's are finishing, so you don't want to go into the test center too early. 10 minutes before, 5 to 10 minutes before, you go into the test center. When you go in, you reverse into a bay and you park. Reverse because easier to get out. If you go with a driving instructor, they will let you know. But if you go by yourself or with your parents, make sure you reverse into a bay. Don't go forward into a bay because then how are you going to get out? You have to reverse and get out. That will be difficult for you, okay? So you reverse into a bay and then you go into the test center with your instructor and then you wait in the test center and the examiner will come out. The examiner will come out, call your name, and then you get up and you say it's me, give your driving license. They will check the driving license and they will ask you to sign on the iPad. You sign and they're going to say, is this your email? Make sure you check it if it is. If not, make sure you correct it because that's where your report is going to come at the end. When you pass or you fail, this is where the report is going to come. So make sure when they say, is this your email? Check it before you sign it, and then you sign, and then the examiner will say, do you want an instructor with you? You have a choice whether to take your instructor or your friend, whoever is with you on the day. Do you want to take them with you in the test? If you want to, take them. If not, don't take them. It's all entirely up to you. Some people like taking other people in the car, like their driving instructor. Some people don't. So it's up to you on the day. Do you want to take them with you? If you do, take them with you. Done. The examiner will say, okay, show me your way to your car. You go out and on the car park, you show, this is my car over there. And then the first thing the examiner will ask you to do is read a number plate to check your eyesight. 20 meters distance, the examiner will say, can you read that number plate over there? If you can't read, remember, that's the first thing. Your eyesight has to be according to the standard, which is 20 meters away. If you can't read that, then you won't be able to do the test. You will fail for eyesight test. Once you've done that, and then the examiner may ask you a question about the show me tell me question before you enter, or they could do after you enter. So before you enter, they might say, can you open the bonnet please? Or you might just come into the car, examiner will come, and then they will give one questions about your car, tell me, and one show me. Tell me in the beginning of the test, and show me will be on your drive. So as you are driving, they might say, can you show me how to open the window? Can you show me how to clean the window? So make sure when you do that, you don't lose the control of your car. Because in the beginning, the first one, tell me, if you get the question wrong, you won't fail for that. But the second one, which is show me, and they say, can you show me how to put the wiper on? And while you're doing that, you lose the control of your car, you will fail your test. So when the examiner asks you to show them something, make sure you think and make sure you keep the car in control, then do it. Don't just do it. Sometimes what happens, they're trying to find where the wiper, they forgot where the wiper is, where the switch is, and they're trying to find. And while they're trying to find, they get nervous and the car is going all over the place. So don't lose the control of your car, because if you do, you will fail your test. So then the examiner will say the test will last around 38 to 40 minutes. In there, you're going to be doing 20 minutes of independent driving, maybe sat nav, or I'll give you the signs, road markings, and you will do one maneuver. And we might do the emergency stop. Done. Okay, so 38 to 40 minutes, 20 minutes of independent driving, maybe sat nav, or maybe the examiner will give you a route. You will do one parking out of 4. There are 4 parkings you've learned, and out of the 4 you will get to do 1. And also you might do an emergency stop. You might not. 1 in 3 gets to do the emergency stop. So you might get it, you might not. Don't wander the whole test thinking, am I going to get the emergency stop? If the examiner is going to give you the emergency stop, they will ask you to stop somewhere safe on the left, and then tell you that we're going to do an emergency stop. If they don't stop you or pull you up and tell you, you're not going to get it. So don't wander the whole test thinking, is it going to come all of a sudden? Is it going to just say, stop? No, they won't do that. They will ask you to pull up first, tell you that you're going to do the exercise of emergency stop, and then you will do it. Okay? So unless they tell you, don't wander the whole test. Like I said, 1 in 3 gets emergency stop. So you might get it, you might not. So then the examiner is going to say, okay, when you're ready, start the car please and drive on. And then maybe out of the gate, go left, go right. And then they will give you the direction, unless they give you the sat nav or the route following. Okay, so you drive according to the route they give you. If they say next road on the left, you go next road on the left. If they say next road on the right, you go next road on the right. If they give you a direction and you don't remember, you are allowed to ask. Make sure you ask them. Obviously, if they say next on the left, you can't say, do I put my signal on? Because that's something to do with driving, isn't it? It's the route. So if they said next on the left, you could ask, what was the route? Can you please repeat the direction again, please? And they will tell you. But they can't help you when it comes to driving. Okay? They're going to ask you to stop a few times, meaning pull up on the left few times. Make you look at the mirrors and nicely pull up before you drive on again. Make you look at the blind spot before you drive on. Put the signal on if there's somebody around. And then one parking, maybe parallel parking, maybe bay parking. Now, regards to parking, maybe you are doing a parallel parking or bay parking, and maybe you want to adjust the side mirrors. Are you allowed to do that? Of course. So in the beginning, if you feel, or even just you finished and you feel you can't see the line, just adjust the mirror, do the parking or the maneuver, and then before you go, make sure you adjust it back on again. So I repeat, are you allowed to adjust the mirror when you do the parking or the maneuver? Yes, you can. But make sure before you drive on, after you've done the parking, make sure you put the mirrors back on. Because if you don't, you could be in trouble. Okay? So make sure, yes, adjust the mirror if you need to, but then before you go, put it back on again. If you are learning and you need help on learning and passing the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course. The course gives everything a learner needs to learn to drive and to pass the driving test. It has everything a learner needs. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read, and if you like it, you could always join the course. So say you just lined up to do a bay parking, okay? So you're here, you want to do a bay parking as an example, okay? So I lined up now, I want to do a bay park, okay? Now I want to adjust my mirror, so I'm going to adjust it. So say I'm adjusting my mirrors, done the adjusting, okay? And then I'm going to do the bay park, okay? I'm going to go in to the bay. I could see I'm in the bay. When the car is straight, get the wheel straight, look at the back, look at the back, okay, done. Handbrake, neutral. Now I've done it. Remember, before I go, what do? I must adjust my mirror back on again. I've done it. Now I'm going to drive on. Don't just go without adjusting, because remember, you adjusted to see if you're going in or not. Before you go, adjust it back on before you go, okay? The other thing, can I talk to the examiner? You could try to talk to the examiner. You could start a conversation, and if they say, please concentrate on your driving, that's fine. They might talk, they might not. They might say, please concentrate. And the reason they might say that is probably because they're worried if you fail, then you might go and complain about them that they were talking and you were distracted. So this is the reason why some maybe they don't want to talk. If they talk, it's fine. If they don't, no problem. Remember, the examiner, they have a job to do and you have a job to do. What's your job? Your job is to drive, and their job is to test whether you drive safely or not. If you drive safely, they will give you a license, no problem, okay? I don't want you to feel that the examiner, they have a number. Many, they think that it doesn't matter how well you drive, the examiner will fail you, because they could fail you because they have a number in a month, they pass or they fail. That is totally rubbish, okay? I want you to get that off your head. If you drive well, if you drive safely, and there is no reason why you should fail, so you didn't get any serious fault or any danger fault, or you didn't get more than 15 driver faults, you will pass your test, okay? So the examiner, they have a job. They're not gonna just fail you because they have a number they need to pass or fail, okay? Get that off your head. It's nothing like that. If you drive safely and you don't get any serious or danger, you will pass your test. If they talk, it's fine. If they don't, no problem, okay? When I'm driving, what if I do something wrong? If you do something wrong, just let that go and drive and keep on driving. Don't give up, okay? Because if you do, you might realize at the end you didn't fail for that. You failed for something after, and the reason you failed because you gave up. So don't give up. Whatever happens, you just carry on, and at the end, if you fail, you fail. You just go back again and do the test. That kind of mentality you need for you to pass, okay? So whatever happens in the test, don't give up. You carry on and you drive, and at the end, you will see whether you pass or you fail. Because the examiner will let you know at the end of the test whether you passed or you failed. They will give you the reasons why you failed, and if you pass, and if you receive few minor faults here and there, they will let you know. They will explain those minor faults with you. Have the belief that you can pass, okay? Remember, you know how to drive the car. The reason you are going to the test or you are at the test is because you are ready for the test. You know you are ready. Your driving instructor said you're ready, and this is the reason why you are at the test. Remember, your driving instructor, unless they believe you're ready, they're not going to take you to the test. They're not going to risk giving their car and their key in your hand for you to go and drive. They're not going to do that, okay? So if they say you're ready, then believe that you're ready, okay? Unless you believe you can, you're never going to do it, okay? You know how to drive the car. You've been practicing. You know how to do the driving. Just make sure every time you stop, mirror, signal and stop. Before you move off, mirror, mirror, look around, look at the blind spot. Make sure the junctions, you don't cut corners. Make sure you know the difference between open and closed junction, the giveaway line and the stop line. Always look out for road markings, road signs. Look for the road speed. Make sure you know what the road speed of the road. Make sure you know what the meeting traffic is. Do you understand meeting traffic? Who's got the priority on meeting traffic? Crossroad. Do you fully understand crossroads? Do you understand the priorities on crossroad? Do you understand roundabouts fully? Do you understand the priority in roundabouts, the lanes, signaling, when to signal, which lane you need to go straight and right and left? At the end of the road, do you know the difference between open and closed junction? Do you know the difference between giveaway line and a stop line? And then at the end, near to 40 minutes, you will come back to the test center and the examiner will inform you whether you passed or you failed. Hopefully, you've passed. Congratulations. So whether you passed or you failed, the examiner will go through the report with you, what happened. So even if you pass, maybe you've got few minors, they will tell you what the minors were. If you failed, they will tell you why you failed. So that will happen straight after at the end of the test. And that's how the test is going to go on the day. And I will finish by saying, as I started in the beginning, is that make sure your mindset, make sure you are prepared in the mind. Make sure you believe you can, make sure you prepare your mindset. Like I said, everything else, the driving, you will get help from your driving instructor. You will get help from your parents, your family, but your mindset, your belief system, no one's going to help you with that. You're the only one who's going to help with that. So make sure you prepare your mind, your mindset for the test. It's the belief you need. Otherwise, you're going to feel nervous. And your nervousness is going to kick in. Your emotion is going to kick in. And it's going to be a problem for you on the day. It doesn't matter how well you drive. If your nervous kicks in and overtakes your emotion, you're going to be in trouble. Okay? One other thing is that when you're doing the test and you make a mistake, something you've done you're not happy with, make sure you don't give up. Make sure that doesn't bother you. That's one of the things going to bother you, and the nerves will kick in. The emotion will kick in, because that's gonna in your mind, it's just gonna go around the circle, and that's gonna bother you. If you do something wrong on the day, don't give up, because you don't know whether that's pass or fail. That's not your call. That is not your job. Your job is to drive. Examiner will decide at the end whether you pass or you fail. You might think it's a fail, maybe not. How do you know? At the end, if you fail, no problem. You'll go to the test again. That kind of mentality you need for you to pass. When you go to the test, if you do something wrong on the day, don't worry about it. Just let that go and carry on. Because if that goes in your mind round the circle, it's going to bother you. If it bothers you, then as going forward, you're going to do something wrong over there, because it's in your mind. So if you do something wrong, don't give up and let that go. It's done. It happened. You can't change it. Done. No problem. I'm just going to carry on and do my 100%. And at the end, we'll see what happens. That kind of mentality you need, okay? Anyway, if you need extra help on learn to drive and to pass the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course, which gives everything a learner needs. Everything a learner needs to learn to drive and to pass the driving test. It has more than 30 videos on the course. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read. If you like it, you could always join the course. I hope this video helps. If it does, please do give a thumbs up. Please do make a comment what you think of the video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.